Hi boys and girls, welcome back. It's Mrs. Morelli, and today we have a very special craft to make together. Now you know this week we're talking about dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, those giants from the past. We talk about how big they are, how they're bigger than your house, taller than a skyscraper in New York City, longer than 4 buses and maybe 5 trucks. Huge, stomping dinosaurs lived millions and millions of years ago. And don't forget those paleontologists that study them with their tools, looking through rocks and lands to see the size of the dinosaurs by what bones might be left or the prints that are left in the ground, to see if their size of their paws, their feet were larger than your entire bed that you sleep on or a whole car. So try to imagine how gigantic they were long before you and I were ever born. So today I'll show you a sample. This is our dinosaur. It'll be fun for you to try together at home with mom and dad, and all you need is 1 paper plate like this, a toilet paper roll or paper towel roll. You need, I have to have a paint marker to use today. If not, if you have your paint, if you have magic marker, crayons, colored pencils, anything will work. And you use your favorite color. It could be red, it could be green, it could be yellow, whatever color you choose to make your dinosaur. Use a black marker to make his nose and mouth. And if you don't have a googly eye, you can make the eye with a magic marker as well. And you need a scissor to cut when you make your shape, and glue stick or your Elmer's glue, whatever you happen to have. Okay, friends, so let's get started. The one that I made was a Bronchiosaurus, the one who had the long neck who liked to eat the plants. Remember, that's the herbivore. And then you also had the Tyrannosaurus Rex, which was a carnivore who liked to eat meat. You could make your dinosaur whatever you choose. If you want to give it sharp teeth, he could be the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay, so let's get started. Take your paper plate and let's see if you can get your pencil and draw a line right across the middle of the plate, just like this. Do your best to make a straight line right across the center. Take your scissor. Now this is the big scissor. Remember, you use your smaller scissor on your own. If you don't have one, have mommy or daddy help you. And you're going to cut. You know how everybody loves to cut in Mrs. Morelli's class. Take your time and see if you could cut that nice straight line right across. Be very careful. Always keep your finger away from the scissor. And there's the body of the dinosaur. Next, we're going to use the other half of the plate to design the shape of a head and neck, similar to the one that Mrs. Morelli made. See this portion on this half of the plate? We're going to kind of make it a rounded head like this. There we go. Just like that. And then continue the neck, a little more narrow, right to the center of the plate. Draw a line again and use the rest of the plate for his sharp tail. See, the beginning of the plate is the head and neck, and the end has a little point, the sharp tail. Again, get your scissors out and cut on your line the best you can. There's his head, around and around. Like Mrs. Morelli, take your time. Always be careful, keep your finger away from the scissor. And here we go. And the first half of the plate will be his head and neck. Here we go. And the second half, we cut a little bit of narrow point right to the tip on that line to make his sharp tail. There we go. All right, friends. What's the next step? We're going to glue the head and the neck to the body of the plate. Take your Elmer's glue, stick it right like this behind your plate, and stick that neck out just like that. There he is, reaching up, 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 up for his food up in the tree. Okay, now let's continue and we'll make our tail. We're going to add the glue in the back of the dinosaur for where the tail will go. Here it is. Make sure we press, you know, we count. We'll hold it, we'll squeeze it, and let's get head and neck and count to 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. Pretty good, friends. And don't worry, if it should get loose again, you add a little bit more glue. All right. That's all set. Now, remember the paper towel roll, the toilet paper roll? We're going to make a line just about an inch all the way around and around and around and around. And then we're going to make another one around and around, another inch wide, approximately. Could be an inch, inch and a half. Take your scissors. This is tricky, so really need Mommy and Daddy to help with this. We're going to cut on that line because it's a lot more thicker than the plate. See? Okay. There we go. That's one of his feet. And here is the other foot. Okay. Now, the tricky part about the feet is you have to make a little bit of a cut on each side because that's what's going to stick into the bottom of the dinosaur's body. Just like that. That's why we need those little pieces cut. Okay? And we'll do the same on the other foot. One on one side. Just halfway through, not all the way, otherwise it'll fall off. Cut it halfway through. Very good. So we have the body, the head, the neck, and the feet. That's when we get ready for our paint marker or your paint or your magic marker, crayons, whatever you have. And we're going to color entire dinosaur. And remember, whatever color you choose and whatever color paint or paint markers you might have at home. And there we go. Back and forth, back and forth. Cover it as best you can. Don't forget his tail. Right? Don't forget his head and neck. To cover his entire body. And make him the coolest dinosaur who walked the face of the earth those millions and millions of years ago. You're learning so much. I love the way you're listening and learning as you're creating. Very nice. So there we go. We'll get his legs, just like this, all the way around and round and round and round until it's covered the best you can. Take your time. It doesn't have to be perfect. I know we're all going to look wonderful. You can show everybody what a great job you did. In fact, I'm going to look forward to seeing it if you have the chance to finish it before Show and Tell Day on Thursday. And if before then, you're welcome to bring it on to our Zoom class. I'd love to see what a great job you did. Now, on the feet also, we're going to give him 3 little claws like this. 1, 2, and 3 with the marker. Same thing on the other one. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And we're going to stick them on, like I told you, using these little slits that we cut. Just push it in a little bit so it can help the dinosaur stand up, and you could put it on your shelf in your room or somewhere in the house and show everybody what a cool craft you made together. There he is. Getting to put the googly eye, and like I said, if you don't have a googly eye, that's okay. You can just use your marker. Googly, and give him a little nose and a little mouth. Softer mouth because he's a Bronchiosaurus who wants to eat those plants. Add some teeth if you prefer to make him the T-Rex to eat the meat. So boys and girls, best you can. There's my red, there's my green. Whatever you choose, I'm sure it's going to look amazing. I'm really, really excited to see them, so don't forget to bring them to our Zoom class. And once again, thank you for being wonderful listeners. As always, proud of you and all that you do. Stay safe, stay healthy. Show all your love to your family and friends. And remember how much, boys and girls, I love you. I'm always thinking about you. You're always in my heart. And there's my heart. Remember, it's always there, and I could see you. I'm watching. Proud of you. Catch my kiss. All right, friends. Have a wonderful day, and I'd love to see you soon. Bye-bye now.